Is the light on? Sorry. Things kinda on auto record. Sorry, I had to get a spoon for my coffee. You gotta mix the cream and everything. Get it just right. Yeah, sorry about that. But anyways, sorry about that. Here we're gonna be reacting today to Mr. Coyote Peterson. We can't take you anywhere with animals, can we? He's always getting stung and bit and pinched, and it's like, oh my gosh, come on. Leave the animals alone. Actually, I love his stuff. It's really good. But man, he always seems to like love pain on that stuff. It's like, boy, just tell me it hurts when it stings and I'll believe you. But anyways, today we're going to be reacting to the jellyfish challenge, which I don't know nothing about, but, you know, you won't see me doing that. One, I live in a landlocked state, Arkansas. And two, I'm not even sure where I'd find a jellyfish outside of a beach, and I'm probably not going to a beach anytime soon.
Here comes one.
Let's watch it.
Oh, it's too deep.
Too deep for what?
What the heck is that?
Catch one.
Oh, it's
You're
a
gonna catch a
jellyfish.
jellyfish?
I'm gonna catch a jellyfish.
It'll show how much I know.
I think so.
Okay.
We're gonna see what happens. Ready?
Yeah, uno momento, I spilled my coffee because I'm dumb. Be right back. Hold on. Okay, finally got all the coffee off my desk. Got a little more creamer for my coffee too. Let's oh, gotta put my microphone up if I'm drinking. I think my coffee maker is off too. Ugh. Anyways, sorry about that. Anyways, I love Coyote Peterson's videos, and hopefully would love to have him on the show in the future. Seriously, dude's awesome. Washington, D.C.?
What's going on, guys? Well, it is
DC.
another day off for the Brave Wilderness team, and instead of
Maybe
lounging around,
Washington.
what we're gonna
I don't know.
do
They
is
both
take
have
these sea
beaches, I
kayaks
think.
out into the waterways around the San Juan
Yeah, that
Islands.
looks like
We're gonna be exploring and seeing what we
San
can come
Juan.
across, and if we're lucky,
No idea
fingers
where.
crossed, maybe we'll see some marine mammals.
Approaching quietly in a sea kayak is a great way to observe wildlife. So as long as we kept a respectful distance, there was a good chance we would have luck seeing some animals.
Check this out, guys. Just found, if I can get it up here. Well, Mario keeps bouncing towards the right. Look at this. Look at that. Ow, he's pinching me. Woo, that's a big kelp crab
It's
right
a
there.
crab.
Look at that guy.
Craboo!
Wow, there's all these kelp beds, and look at those pinchers.
It's a craboo!
That's awesome. It's covered with seaweed on its back. It's got algae growing on it. That is a kelp crab right there. And it's just sitting there pulling apart little pieces of the kelp and then forcing them into its mouth. Look at that. Woo! Those pinchers mean business.
I don't know
It's
what it
actually
is about
the
crabs,
largest
but
kelp crab I've seen since we've been here in
something
Washington.
about
Now, they get
crabs. I
significantly
always
bigger
keep
than this.
thinking they're
Look,
throwing
the
gang
plastron
signs.
underneath there, you see
It's
how
just
thin that
funny.
is? That means that this
Just funny.
is a male and not a female. Females have a much more rounded plastron, and the males
He's like,
are
don't look
far
it down
pointier.
there.
Ooh, that guy's cool looking though. Trying not to get pinched by it. Oh, he's got pretty good reach. Oh, almost got me there. All right, I'm gonna set this.
They always look
kelp
like they're
crab
throwing
back down
gang
here
signs.
into the kelp, and we're gonna keep searching for other bizarre.
Somebody
marine
make a
creatures.
gangster crab.
All right, see you later, buddy.
After I released the crab back into the kelp, we quietly drifted closer to South Peapod Island, which is hailed
I've heard
as one
seagulls
very popular
suck.
bird hangout.
All All right, guys, so just behind us on the rocks right here, we have a pair of pigeon guillemons. It's a little marine bird, and they're very distinct. They have the same color structure as an orca. They are black and white, but they have these really distinct, bright, kind of pinkish red feet. Mario's trying to get a really zoomed in shot. We're being really quiet, just trying to not paddle at all. We've drifted right up to the edge of the rocks like this. They're just kind of looking down at us saying, look at that kayak.
This massive rock was also the perfect hangout for western gulls, one of the most plentiful birds on and around the islands. With a wingspan of nearly 5 feet, they're rather sizable, and as we drifted closer, they all looked down at us with curious eyes. Believe it or not, a flock of seagulls is rather intimidating, so after a few admiring moments, we paddled on toward North Peapod Island.
Yeah, I've heard they can get
We're
mean.
still about 800 yards out.
Again, I've
and
never
I
been
can
to a beach,
hear
so I don't know.
From here that there are a whole bunch of harbor seals hauled out on the shore. So what we want to do is approach very slowly, very cautiously.
Again,
we don't want to get any closer than about 200 yards from the island, and we'll see if there's any out in the water that actually get curious and come up near the kayak. Look at that, there's a harbor seal right there. Right off the side of the kayak.
Aww.
Hi, buddy.
Harbor seals hail as being the most widely spread pinniped, or true seals, in the world, and can measure up to 6 feet in length while weighing nearly 300 pounds.
Wow.
Staying a respectful distance from the island kept the animals at ease. However, as a human you can't help but feel a little hesitant as they surrounded us from nearly every angle. The good news is that harbor seals are seldom aggressive, and oftentimes are simply curious, like little water puppy dogs that just pop their heads out of the water to say hello.
Aww.
Filming seals from a distance was rather difficult, so we decided to turn our attention to another marine creature that was also incredibly plentiful in these offshore waters.
Surrounded by jellyfish right now.
Oh boy.
Here comes one.
I wonder how
it's too deep.
seals and stuff survive.
I'm gonna try to catch one.
You're gonna catch a jellyfish?
I'm gonna catch a jellyfish.
Oh, don't
That's
do
a
it.
moon jelly. Should I pick it up?
You're gonna pick up that jellyfish?
Yeah, well, not
I'm
by
guessing
the
it's
underside.
white
I'm
or
gonna
clear.
scoop it from the top so that the tentacles don't get me. Ready?
Is that possible?
luck.
I think so.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. Ready?
Yep.
1,
Are you sure about this?
2.
Get you.
Just kidding, guys. That's a moon jellyfish. And while they're capable of stinging very small prey, the sting has absolutely no effects on a human.
Huh.
But it's very slimy.
You tricked us.
I did trick you. In fact, I'm so confident it won't sting. Mark, go ahead, put your hand out there. Right into the nematophores, which are right in the center. Slimy, but not stingy.
Nothing.
Nothing at all,
That's
right?
cool.
See, watch, I'll even place it right down on my forearm. Upright like that. Nothing at all. You see that? That's what I love about moon jellies. See, they have those little crescent-shaped circles.
Is that why they're moon
right
jellies?
there underneath the top of their body structure.
They're really white.
Very cool looking. All right, little guy, I'll get you back into the water here. It's important that we keep the jellyfish
Like little moons.
hydrated.
So you see these washed up on the beaches a lot.
Yeah, they do wash up on the beach, and unfortunately the ones that are washed up on the
I've
beach
seen some
usually end up drying up in the sun and dying. But they are all over the place out here today. And you look at this one, you think, oh, that's just a little tiny jellyfish. You guys want to see a big jellyfish?
Yeah, we have seen some bigger ones.
Kinda don't
I
wanna.
got a bigger one right here.
Oh, you had one all along?
When we were in between takes there was one floating right next to my kayak on this side. I lifted it up and got it into the boat. Look at that.
Whoa,
Look at
that is a big one.
the little moon-shaped crescents inside this one. Can you see that?
Looks like
That
a
one has
flower,
more than
really.
4.
Yeah, that one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it is just so incredibly slimy.
Pretty.
I do have to keep dunking it in the water to make sure that its body stays moist. But look at that. I mean, my hand is all wrinkled from being in the water all day, and now it's coated in slime.
So you weren't nervous trying to hold that jellyfish?
Now I knew that this species wouldn't
I think
sting me, but there are
slime's
some
to
species
keep
out
them
there that
from,
do have an incredibly potent venom, so much so that some species are capable of killing a human.
Really?
Yeah,
what?
like that one in
I believe
Australia.
that box jellyfish.
Yeah.
Ooh, Australia coming up soon.
Yeah, you do not want to mess with the box jellyfish.
But a moon jelly.
Moon jelly, totally safe. Well, I would definitely say that
Pretty.
this was one epic expedition exploring
I
around
think
the
they got
San
slime
Juan
so they
Islands,
don't
where we
dry
came
out
across
as
all
quick.
sorts of marine creatures, from crabs and birds to harbor seals and even these slimy moon jellies.
Those seals are
I'm Coyote
adorable.
Peterson. Be brave. Stay wild. We'll see you on the next location. All right, let's put them back into the water. There you go.
Very cool.
Back into the current. Ugh, I'm covered in slime.
It is important to repeat and remind everyone that while moon jellyfish are completely harmless, there are several species of jellyfish
That
around the
will
world
kill and
that are
hurt.
incredibly venomous. These varieties can inflict a series of stings that will certainly be painful, and in a worst case scenario, can even be deadly. So remember, always do your best to avoid coming in contact
Wow,
with a jellyfish.
That was
If you
so
thought
cool.
kayaking to the Peapod Islands was an exciting adventure, make sure to go back and watch the episode where we paddled out to the abandoned Fort Gorges. And don't forget, subscribe so you can join me and the crew on our next location.
Look at the minerals coming out of the brick and creating stalagmite.
Sorry, you know, I can't have them advertised too much because it kind of takes away from my channel. But yeah, that was cool. That was a jellyfish, some harbor seals, the birds. So many cool things. I was never really into nature. When I turned about 13, I just stopped going outside most of the time. Because I'd end up with like tick bites and mostly mosquito bites, but I'd end up with so much stuff on me, like bites mostly, that I was just like, no, I think I'm good. And sunburns. You talk about being pale in the Arkansas heat. Woo! That will get you. But yeah, I would sunburn in 5 minutes. Quite literally 5 minutes from getting off the bus to walking home. It'd be a very light sunburn, but I'd get it all the time. And I was just never into nature until I saw Brave Wilderness with Coyote Peterson doing that stuff. I mean, the wildest I get is, you know, playing with Salem or Sarah, my cats. You know, I was never that big into nature. But seeing Coyote Peterson might change that. Who knows? Maybe there's plans in the future for some wild stuff. But anyways, he was Coyote Peterson. I'm the Wolf Man. Stay awesome.